Hello, my name is Micaiah, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Cliff. We're on day 3156. We're on difficult and level 17 of the Hesitant Heart. So I'm not sure kind of how to get past some of the level sort of restrictions we're at right now. Might as well pick up this because I've been buying those types of rings. Oh, speaking of which, we have a... Yeah, we actually have a new ring. Yeah. Yeah, so this was a so it could lower his crit, which might be good. Maybe we should think about, yeah, like this instead. There we go. Interesting. It says friendly units have a 30% chance of recovering. It doesn't say this unit has a chance to recover. Hmm. Anyways, it's a much better ring. Oh, let me lock the ring. I don't know about much better, but it's better. Actually, it's much better comparatively. Um, I think there's a. Is there a way to sort by vitality? Yeah. I guess not. Okay. Anyways, so the more cool stuff like that we can get. I think we're good here. The crit is sort of meeting his minimums that he needs. Okay, so we've bleat through most of this. I think we should at least try one or more of these things, and then we'll just go on to some mystic farming. Unfortunately, let's see. Wow, it's like defeating two of these at the same time. Anyways, so because we need both of these. I mean, we don't need them technically, but it'd be nice to sort of get some extra. Well, I mean, it sort of is sort of a need per se because we can get the yeah, so five apiece or six. That's six. So I mean, it's only 12, but I mean, which is actually quite doable now. Like 1 point, excuse me, 1 point something something of the like 1.1. But anyway, so let's give it a go. Oh, come on. Not exactly sure. I should try the hellish path, I guess. I don't remember. One of these are. Anyways, I kind of scanned the video a little bit, and I couldn't hear the cat as much. It's hard to tell often with the with the. I'm trying to look at the time here. See if I can. Oh, sorry. Go to the DPS charts or total damage done. It's kind of hard to tell often. Wow, we already lost someone. That's not a good sign. It's hard to say. I mean, obviously we can get through. We did that last one with only 3 characters, but it's sort of a risk. It's definitely And then I don't know if that you got a chance, his 30 some odd percent chance to res. That would be pretty awesome. Maybe I should get more of those because it's like for is it for each ring they're wearing? Do they get a 30% chance to res? That'd be pretty awesome. Anyways, uh, uh, yeah, I guess it's my kind of main job, but it's like it's like to me, it's like, so how do you sort of program for that? Do you have this like on death, and then register for the on death, and then every time someone dies, you sort of run a check to see, hey, these are the things you need to check for, on death of character, and then you pass in the character, and then if the character is passes the check or whatever, then they go through, and then you can check, if the character is already raised or something, if characters, alive. Because sometimes, you can you can have like five. That's what I'm saying. If it's working, like you have 5 rings of these things, which is maybe something to think about in the future to do, because we're dying so often, and then do we go, 1, 2, 3, and then you get, the third time to get the res off, and then does that. Anyway, so just kind of think about how to, and then it's like the problem I think is you just have hundreds of these events like that. It's sort of, maybe there's a better way to do that. maybe you could have just another thing I think you could do is just have a status. Like often I've done it this way as well. You just have a central user um, object, and then that passes in, when a character dies, what character died, and then you have, the town buffs or town effects check for everything they need to check for. Wow, we actually, yeah, this is it. We've gotten some slightly better equipment, but we're not quite there yet. But hey, this would be pretty awesome. Looks like we're doing 99 million damage. Is probably maybe it has something to do with it. Okay. Anyways, that's pretty rare because we have let's see, we have someone who helps pass. I think we only had two before, so this gives us 20 or 14. Anyways, so that's pretty. Oh, we didn't get our gem, so that's unfortunate. So let's try to go for the Imperial Monolithism here. Yeah. So under the quest, yeah. So, well, the bad thing about this is, when you look too, it's like we're not getting the. We're at 3 point. We actually could maybe get the level on the tank. Wait, what's going on over here? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So, what happened? My boat get destroyed? That makes no sense. It's all suddenly acting like I can build another boat. Which I probably should because they're super cheap, but... Why are you saying I could build a boat, but I can't build a boat? We have auto adventure on. Huh. I'm not sure why it's also saying like there's a boat over there and there isn't. Anyways, just kind of trying to take out the town real quick and... Oh, did we just hire someone? Yeah, we just hired someone. Okay, well, cool. Okay, yeah, so we're in the, Imperial Mausoleum. Seem to be doing pretty good. I.e., we're at level 4 without, losing a character, so that's positive. We just now hired a level a fire assassin as well. It's like the legendary characters. Like it was kind of considered cool to get all the classes, but now it's just kind of like, oh, why are you not Star Adventures? But honestly, with 57 million gold, I would just rather just I guess I'd just rather recruit everybody, and then maybe we could get a legendary elemental wizard or something that we don't have, I think, or whatever. Anyways, and then we could say compare and I want to get one of every class to legendary at least, and then once that's done, maybe we can not hire any, not worry about hiring. We could also turn off legendaries at this point as well, but it's just 10k gold or something, nothing crazy worth high. Anyways, so I'm just not sure why. I mean, I have all the requirements, like way over the requirements, but I think we can only have 3 boats as far as I know. We haven't got a level up. I'm not sure what the levels do. We've never been, I think highest 18 was the highest level, but when we started the, okay, so who else did we hire? Did we hire another fire assassin? Anyway, so we can sort by type. Yeah, so now we can see. And we have this Nightblade as well. He's this one's like, that's kind of where the sucky part is. Like it's 4 points better. Anyways, who else we get? I think we've had him before too for a while. Definitely don't need this paladin, but look at that difference there, 352. Oh hey, oh no, I guess we already had a killer. And we also have think we need the Soul Thief as well. I'm not sure. I thought. I guess it doesn't really matter. You know, we hired someone, but I mean, it's mostly just trying to keep track of them, and instead of. Anyways, amazingly enough, I think that the concern here is if we get through the heresy, then we got the heretics, I believe, which shouldn't be horrible, but they're probably considered quite a bit harder. And then at the final of the heretics, after we defeat all the heretics, I think we have like a year to do it or something. Then we have down to the ability to to get the final boss or whatever of this quest line. And it, you know, so it will get more resources, but it's just not, you know, it's not getting the practice points efficiently, which is all we sort of, you know, could use or care about maybe. Plus two, getting 40% now of gems. It's like the more things we complete, the more gems we get. And you know, even though gems are not, they're hard pressed to find the correct upgrades on gems. You know, it takes so much time. So I'm just honestly just saving up to do a huge, you know, at some point, another 2 hour long episode trying to figure out all the upgrades, and then spend another hour the next day to try to. Well, here's the final one. Well, I mean, of this quest. Oh, I think there's actually a boss at the end of this. Oh, wow, speaking of which, we just slaughtered these guys. Yeah, so, oh, no, okay, come on, there's supposed to be a gem here. Anyway, so then we completed this quest. So I'm just trying to... so we got the Leaf of the Imperial Muslim, which is actually pretty awesome, because now we're sort of got 14 at least of all the things, and almost 800, almost 1,000 dragon fragments, so... Yeah, here we go. So the demon territory. Wow, which you get infused powder for. Woo, baby! Well, the Northern Territory is not a fun place. Anyways, let's go to level 15 of the Northern Territory. Yeah, we probably... What is that? That looks more than 13. Anyways, the infused powders... oh, now there's only 4. Wow, is that the challenge? There's a challenge to this. And what do you... How many days? Oh, we have... Oh, I have 100... A year to complete this. Nice. Yeah, 4 adventures. Oh, and then plus they have the revive. Wow. Okay. You know, that's cool. We have a 30% chance to revive, and they have a 100% chance to revive, so... Anyway, so the infused powder is actually the #1 thing, I think, over here for the Crate Scroll. Yeah, and so if you get 96 of those, that's, you know, 5 more scrolls. The other thing, too, is if you think about these, transferring these items to... yeah, it's like, you know, it takes a ton of fused powders and stuff like that, so even though it's not something we'd really want to do right now, but you see this sort of idea. And just mostly doing this for... You're just getting a ton of crappy weapons. Oh, yeah. And then, you know, also, so we've done it a couple times, but it doesn't seem... Oh, wow, we're just getting slaughtered. Makes a lot of sense. This is quite difficult, but yeah. Anyways, I think we should just abandon this run. Yeah, we're pretty much toast. I guess we'll let it play out. Yeah, no, we're going to abandon the run. This is going to take way too long. It's, you only have so many days to complete it, so the more... Yeah, I kind of want to turn off auto-hiring adventures, but... Anyways, the other thing you can do is maintain the minimum growth right here. So these ancients, so if you had a minimum growth of 386 or something like that, 286, then it would only hire star adventures, which is probably what we could focus on, but just because, you know, it's not a big deal. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, these two, we could maybe give this one. You want to go this one another go? Let's try this one. This is the Nameless, is the final boss, so we'll have to see how we're sort of we see. Obviously, I've um, increased our abilities to get through some of this. Yeah, if they could only move these enemies just left 100 pixels or so. So yeah, it's actually not so bad on the amount of number of things we have to do. Anyway, so this should beat the game on difficult. We'll probably continue to play for quite a while, but maybe we should kick off season 3. I joke, but I don't know, maybe. Hey, buddy. I don't know, but I definitely feel like there's a lot more I could accomplish in this game, but part of it is the AFK nature of it. It's getting kind of, you know. Oh, I thought I should address it too. Like, so I haven't quite heard her as much as, but I'm not sure how loud she is. So I could put her outside, but then she'll just start meowing even louder. So it's like, it gets it gets annoying to me even if you can't hear it. So yeah, definitely the cat episodes. Hopefully. Oh, distorted the mandate of heaven. Yes, yes, yes. We know. This is the holder of the mandate of heaven. So the mandate is choosing worthy people. Worthy people doesn't have to hold the mandate. Well, competency. Yeah, competency. Anyways, wow, 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 wow. Okay, we're down to 4, but still. Yeah, I actually have no idea what's going to happen at this point. Although I'm not going to say that it's over yet. But it seems pretty good. Well, Tom's still alive, right? Yes, Tom's still alive, so. Yeah, so we obviously got a bunch of equipment. We got a couple Star Adventures as well. I don't remember exactly what we had, but, this has almost been 2 years since we came back. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we have this. Oh my goodness, although he's got like another... Wow, look at that. 7 million damage. It's like one of those things like the 40 million damage is we don't run up to 40 million damage yet, but this is kind of one of those cases where, yeah. But, because it's like, people have, 1 million damage and then Tom is doing like 2 million a pop or something. So it's just total damage done as far as I can tell. Anyway, so this will have successfully beat the game on difficult. And then, then we have just a bunch of side things to do. I'm not sure what happens after this point. I'm assuming that it's just, more, the continuation of the heresy and heretic and bosses in those respects to them. So it would be nice if there was sort of a conclusion to the storyline. It doesn't feel very conclusive here. I didn't even realize this is the end of the game last time. Maybe. Anyways, looks like we're sort of 50 plus million. So, yeah. Oh, she just made it outside. Oh, wow. Speaking of which, we just got hammered at the end there. Okay, well, what are we doing on time? Anyways, I think we're good. Unfortunately, so we have unlimited time to beat this. We have a year to beat this. Did we... Oh, I don't think we got our... I think we delayed it too long. Yeah, we just need another 400k. Okay, so let's do some Mystic Dungeons then. Let's go Auto Adventure and Auto... just to kind of see where... This was probably considered a little too difficult last time, but we obviously have increased pretty significantly. So we'll have to see. If we lose a character, that sort of would indicate to me that we're not ready to get through this, but if we progress, we could get maybe 10 or 12 per completion here. guess one of the things we could do with our 50 million plus gold is buy as many mystic keys as we can, because this is sort of, um, but yeah. I was just thinking too, like, we should maybe just save up the gold, because then you could just buy 10 mythic keys or something, and then do 10 runs of auto increasing and then stop at that point. But because you have to have a key to every time you start this, you have to have a key. But anyways, we're just gonna keep a close eye on this, so it's probably not a big deal right now. But and maybe just keep up the gold. I have no idea what to do with the gold. Anyways, we're obviously much more progressed through our character advancement, because we are getting through this pretty easily. It almost would be like, yeah, it's cool, we're up to this level now, so we could get maybe possibly 10 or 12, but we'll have to see. It's definitely like, to get through, there's a certain point here where it's like, the Ash of Hopes, getting one extra Ash of Hope for 5 minutes more work is not worth it. Anyways, we'll finally see how much we're going to get. I think we get 11 or 12. It's difficult to say. Obviously, this is decent enough, because we're just burning right through this, and we haven't lost a single person. So as soon as we lose someone, then we'll... It just sort of depends. Like, if you lose someone and you beat it, you're sort of progressing in the Mystic Dungeon. So yeah, so we got 11. We didn't get... This gym guy's not working out for us, buddy. Oh, hey, speaking of which, we have another... wow, that's not really worthy, buddy. 149 profits is not... Sure, it's 50% more, but I don't think we have any... we could actually... Are you on a boat? Of course you're on a boat. Oh, 54 of trade skill. Yeah, I don't know. There's not anything I really want to get rid of I can think of. We don't need the profits. I mean, 54 sounds amazing, but it's not, amazing. It's like even this is just like slightly better. 49 versus 54, so yeah. I wish there was some way to tell you how these people give you buffs, and I wish there was some way to tell what the buffs they're giving you is. See what's available. So we have, 24 keys left, and then 14 Ash of Hopes. Wow, did we just get slaughtered? Yes, we did. Okay, well, up to 27. Check. I think we'll just turn off auto adventure. Oh yeah, we just got slaughtered. I wish there was a way for you to auto adventure, and then turn it off when you die. Anyway, so we're up to 11 and 10, so let's just do... So that's sort of it. Like, we could come back down to 20-something. I wish it would tell you what the rewards were, so you could try to guesstimate, like, oh, hey, this is 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, 11, and then maybe 12 if we beat it. Anyway, so we'll just go through here, and auto-adventure on 24. It seems like just drop down a few, and then we'll have to see how this, yeah, just like that. Anyways, I think we can buy some more. Oh no, it's 25, so yeah. I think, yeah, we just need, 200,000, but yeah, so this would be good. It's 24. I think 24 is 11, I want to say. I wish there was a way to, yeah, I don't know. I guess in my game you can see more data. That's sort of, I don't know. Sort of up to see. Hard pressed to sort of think about what I want to do, because it's like I'm building a main game, and then I'm sort of have to think about these secondary systems and test out what's going to work and what I like and what's doable. And it's like a lot of those systems are like I spent a number of years developing them, but still quite not there yet. Oh, we got a gym finally. Was that 11? I forgot. I was so focused on the gym, I didn't see. If it was 11, that would be kind of pretty good, because that's sort of where we're at right now. terms of progressive. Sure, we'd want to be up to 5,000 and getting 100 a pop, but that's not going to happen. I just couldn't imagine this game. Like, we're already sort of going crazy here. Like, once we get to 5 characters at 85 practice points, or 85 levels, then it's just going to, practice points are just going to start accruing like mad. And then that 5 million points is going to be, but we obviously have, well, I think there's over 100 to 200 million to get to that point, and we're barely getting a million a pop, so we could just focus on that entirely, but it just seems kind of semi-boring. Yeah. So but then too, like getting through all those heretics is really good, because now we have 14 of the every single one of those things, so that seems like a good safety net. But I don't know. Creating scrolls doesn't seem like it's a huge bonus. And then too, getting the amulets will be much more powerful. Yes, we are getting 11 more gems, but it's hard to say if it's a bonus. Should just say bonus gem. Oh boy, that seems crazy. It's like the reflection or something. Wow, it's just like melting. That's kind of what we want to see, is just everybody's going. Anyway, so yeah, we're still talking about this person. Hopefully, I don't know. I'd have to cancel the boat. I guess I could just cancel the boat and bring him back, and then, it is 20% better. Straight up upgrade on everything, so. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so we have a 26 culture, 24 research. Still haven't figured out what's wrong with my boats. I don't remember them doing that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it could be this dude? 26 now. I don't think he was legend. Oh yeah, it's this one right here, I think. Yeah, okay. That's probably how we're getting so much money. Okay, yeah, so it is this person, so we'll just ditch. That's a legendary. The problem is there isn't really anything else to get rid of. Get rid of these guys, but man, it's just 171, and the profits. The profits! It's just, I just don't think it's worth it, sorry. Not gonna happen, apparently. It's just not, I don't understand why, I can only build so many boats. There's probably a way to upgrade some of these characters, but I don't know, it's battle skill. About trade skill. Well, Anyways, this just doesn't seem to be worth it. It's like, hard pressed to. We're not selling anything. We don't need the gold, so it's like that's sort of, and then to get rid of something we do kind of want seems kind of. In fact, I almost would say production is completely production, and we could actually get rid of we can get rid of we can get rid of this dude, and then get rid of this dude and get rid of all production. Not the practice production, so we always have a ton. And maybe I wouldn't want to get rid of this dude, but like maybe a ton of these other ones would be somewhat exciting. Speaking of which, I should probably sort of figure out how to do. I think I'm waiting for 50 and we'll just get 2 even though we could use it right now. Oh, let me turn off on adventure because we obviously see that's the episode. Yeah, so obviously 24 is good. We're getting 11, which is sort of our good average. We could go maybe a couple higher and it'll be a little bit harder, but we're not going to get any more Ash of Hope, which is all we care about right now. So yeah, so we'll get our Paladin up to 80 is what we're going to go to, and then a couple million left over to do something else. I don't know, I think we talked about getting Tom up to 80 as well. Yeah, oh here, let me go to battle selection. So it's like getting Tom to 80. Well, no, he already is 80. Wow. Okay, well, getting a couple of these others to 80 may not be horrible. I mean, it's sort of like we already have a better, you know, what, well, 32 points actually betterness. Wow, that's not good. Yeah, we definitely want ambulance, but I think the only way we're going to get ambulance... Oh, here we go, we're victory. I think the only way to get ambulance is getting to higher, so... Anyway, so that's definitely 2 more of these. I keep thinking, like, is that the wrong one? And that's 4.7 million, so Mr. Tanky, which will get to 80, and then we can actually drop 1 more point. I think it's reducing all negative effects. Yeah. Just, you know, it's just kind of, he's, yeah. We could do taunt more, but it seems like we're good there, and I think I like the resistances much better. Yeah, mostly it's just keeping the people. We have over 200 rooms, so it's just about keeping the number of people down so I can sort of notice when I hire someone. I think I can dismiss him, right? Yeah, I can expel him. It's such a... Well, I guess it sort of doesn't... Hopefully it'll pop up and say, hey. Anyways, that should be the episode. So thanks very much for checking out Dragpn. We have hopefully progressed a little bit. I think we're sort of struggling. Yeah, not with gold, but with practice points. But we're sort of there. I think, you know, maybe getting her to 85 would be pretty insane. And then we get access to this talent point. I kind of want to do, yeah, so like the heal right here, but then you can also do this, oh, well, this is actually not good, because we need the negative effects being dispelled, but then this might increase your damage to insane. Probably not, but, no, and it dispels positive effects from them, so that might be good. But this one's actually 10% of the max health for each negative, so that's pretty insane. And then we've got this effect resistances, which is kind of it's something different. I think it's just sort of the effects that they display. You know, so that might be another like a buff, but getting 10% of your life back for every negative dispel, which is sort of, I think that's, let's see. Yeah, so here we can have a 100% chance of removing 2 negative effects, and then so that's like 2 negative effects, and then for every negative effect, they get 20, you know, so you get 10% of your life. So from our tank, that could be, you know, 30, 40k a pop, depending on how many effects there are. Anyways, we'll have to see that next time. Thanks for checking out Dragpn. All you take care.